Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Sprinter 7, Us. After the mega hit that was Get Out, all eyes were on Jordan Peele for his sophomore effort, Us, to see if it could meet the unbelievably high standards of his debut. While Us certainly has its supporters, there are fans who thought that this film ultimately sunk under the weight of its third act revelations. Having set up genuinely intriguing lore with the third, it looked like Jordan Peele was ready to drive home another masterpiece, but according to Reddit users like USpicyMemories19, who writes the beginning was really interesting and creepy, but towards the middle of the motivations of the third became very convoluted and nonsensical. While nobody could call Us a failure, the third act makes it Peele's most divisive and polarizing movie to date. 6. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Both a legacy sequel and a meta-exploration of the blurred lines between fiction and reality, The Town That Dreaded Sundown had the ingredients to transcend its genre trappings. Unfortunately, it ended up becoming a Scream wannabe with a twist that betrays both the original film and the real murders that inspired it. As Reddit user James the Fanboy puts it, the thing that made me like the original is that they kept the Phantom Killer's identity. The remake just ruins that and turned into a whodunit. Since the real Phantom Killer has never been discovered, one would think that this sequel would honor true events as much as it could, but instead, it just reveals its killers in the manner of a generic murder mystery with no relevance to its subject matter. 5. Jeepers Creepers. Already the subject of massive controversy, Jeepers Creepers is one of the most polarizing horror films of recent films due to the crimes of writer-director Victor Salva, even if one separates the art from the artist. This original film has a third act reveal that just went too far for some fans. As Reddit user Gurad writes, saw it in the theater, and I'm not sure why, but when it was revealed that he was a monster, it lost all scariness. While some enjoy the fact that the creeper turns out to be a supernatural creature, that twist totally detaches it from any reality and suspense that the film had built. Number 4. Signs. Nobody is more famous, or in this case, infamous, or their twist endings than M. Night Shyamalan. That's probably because his O. Henry endings can range from brilliant to baffling. Unfortunately for Signs, a significant amount of viewers think the twist here is closer to the latter. Signs is Shyamalan's take on the alien invasion genre, and it's quite a tense one. Since it takes place from the perspective of just one family, the film suspense just builds and builds, and viewers were on the edge of their seats. That is until they learned that the oh-so-scary aliens had a critical weakness: water. Reddit user Gymnast30 points out how bizarre this is, writing the twist in Signs that water is like acid to the skin of the aliens undercut a genuinely frightening and genuinely sad story. 3. Don't Breathe. Horror filmmakers have a tendency to go baroque in order to push the envelope. Sometimes that's welcome, but other times it can turn a terrifying film into a revolting one. That's how some Reddit users felt about Don't Breathe, which was otherwise a highly effective subversion of the home invasion genre. The film creates a truly intimidating villain in the blind man who uses his military training to stalk and kill his victims. For some, that was enough, and the twist that was the blind man was keeping a woman captive so that she could forcibly carry his child crossed the line into being upsetting and even mean-spirited. That's how Reddit user PSB2013 seems to feel, writing, there were other better options they could have chosen to make him more menacing. Number 2. The Village. Shyamalan appears on the list again with this period thriller that many considered to be the start of his downward spiral. It's a shame because The Village brings together haunting cinematography and a brilliant cast to create a suspenseful film with atmosphere. Unfortunately, Shyamalan ruins it by revealing that the villagers who are being terrorized by monsters were actually modern-day peasants being stalked by men in a crude monster costume. As Reddit user Astromatafoso puts it, not Shyamalan's Oars movie, Lady in the Water, but definitely the worst ending or twist. That might seem harsh, but Shyamalan took a compelling period creature feature and took out both the period and creature feature part with his twist, removing everything that made the village even remotely interesting. Number 1. High Tension. This foreign film could have gone down as one of the most hardcore, wild-knuckle thrillers of the 2000s. Sadly, its legacy has been stained by an infamous twist that makes the whole film feel irrelevant. In the words of Reddit user he posts to Lava, "It doesn't make sense and definitely ruined the film. After 2 French students became targeted by a serial killer, they had to fight for their lives in a visceral and ultra-violent ballet of death and gore. But then in a twist that Roger Ebert called a plot hole big enough to drive a truck through, it turns out that the killer was one of the girls the whole time. It's an ending that turns the whole story into a brain-numbingly convoluted mess and hence what could otherwise be considered a modern grindhouse classic." This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.